Hello. Going live. Alright, we're good. How's everybody doing? It's been a couple weeks since I actually streamed. Let me get my stuff ready here. It's been a minute. Yo, what's up, Drip, etc.? What's up, Sippy Sports Show? Coming in here. Not sure if you're still in here as earlier. Pretty sure. Let me make sure my stream's all good. Kind of pulled up my chat on the side. I think it's pulled up to where you guys can see like chat. I might have to adjust it a little bit though. How about the Gasparilla Bowl? This bowl has been pretty good. Central Florida looks like they're about to get the win there over Florida. So Florida is gonna have a losing season, 6-7. Crazy. Got my headset in case we get a caller in. Let me adjust where you guys can see the chat a little bit because it's like a little bit too small maybe. Or maybe it's good. If I make it like that big. That might be better, I think. Whoa. Okay. There we go. I'll check in a second. Yeah, it should be good. Yep. I also want to try to figure out how, like, if we get a sub during stream, if I can have it, like, pop up on stream. That would be dope. Not really sure how to do that, though, but I'll look it up sometime. Dang, UCF just got another field goal, so they're up by 12 with 2 minutes to go. Looks like they are gonna do it. A lot of running in this game. Both teams are trying to establish the run. Bowser has been going crazy. Bowser has been going crazy this game. We're going to try to start doing weekly streams again. If you guys are watching this as a video and not live, subscribe. We're going to do this weekly. I missed the past couple of weeks because I actually am coaching a 6th grade basketball team. And we have practice on Thursday nights, so I haven't been able to stream. I mean, it's not this late. I probably could have, but they practice from 8 to 9 on Thursdays, and we might have to move the weekly stream after Christmas to Wednesdays or Fridays. So we'll see what's better for you guys. Might start having Wednesday night streams instead, which will be fine. That would work out better for me. Emory Drones, in all this game, I'm surprised we didn't get to see Richardson any in this bowl game. I was expecting to, but maybe they're resting him here for the upcoming season here with Billy Napier. We'll see. A lot of stuff to talk about since we last streamed. I mean, how about all of these transfers going places? I mean, it has been crazy, man. A ton of transfer quarterbacks, a ton of transfers in general. It seems like most of the college football players are transferring, and it's crazy. I mean, the NIL deals are really having their impact, it seems. We missed nationals. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. A lot of transfers. National Signing Day. Bowl games have been going on. I cannot wait for the college football playoff on New Year's Eve. It's going to be nuts. I'm very excited. Very excited. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at while we wait for more people to get in here. look at the upcoming bowl schedule. I know there's one game on New Year's or on Christmas Day. Tomorrow is Friday. There's one game on tomorrow, the Hawaii Bowl, and convenient enough, Hawaii is playing against Memphis in the Hawaii Bowl. So I guess they get a home game pretty much in that one. The Christmas Day game is Georgia State, Ball State. And then there's no games on Sunday. And then after Sunday, it's just like there's games every day. And a lot of them, which is awesome. My team plays on Tuesday. Yeah, we got to start getting some. We got to get our weekly streams going again because I've been slacking. We're gonna get it rolling here soon, starting this week. I'm probably gonna make a community post here next week sometime, and ask you guys what's gonna be better, Wednesday or Friday night streams, because the Thursday night streams just, like I said, I have to coach my team on Thursday nights. That's why I've been missing a couple weeks of streams. But we're getting back on our weekly streams. Very excited for these bowl games, though. And also, COVID has come into play with these bowl games, because Texas A&M, the whole team is not playing in the bowl game. They actually got replaced by Rutgers. So now Rutgers is going to play Wake Forest instead of Texas A&M Wake Forest. And I was actually very excited for the Texas A&M Wake Forest game, so that kind of sucks. But hopefully they are better for next year. Hey, Michaela. Hi. See. Just gonna keep looking at the bowl schedule until we get some more people to join the stream. These New Year's Six bowls are all crazy good matchups too. I'm excited. Oregon, Oklahoma. That one's just not as good as what it was supposed to be, but Michigan State, Pittsburgh. I guess we will see if Kenny Pickett is gonna play, because it seems like he might sit out for the draft. Wake Forest versus Rutgers now. I was really excited for Texas A&M Wake Forest, so that sucks. But Wisconsin, Arizona State, that one might be decent. Kind of a sleeper. Penn State, Arkansas, that'll be fun. Iowa, Kentucky, Notre Dame, Oklahoma State will be a really good game. The Fiesta Bowl will be lit. Yeah, Notre Dame, Oklahoma State's gonna be really good. Ohio State, Utah, that will be fun. Ole Miss, Baylor will all be fun. Yeah, all those games will be fun. All those games will be really fun. I also want to look at the transfers who are still available at this point. So I'm going to go on 24/7 Sports and look at the transfer portal and see who's available still. I know Zach Evans is still up for grabs, so whoever gets him, that's going to be a snag for real. He is the top transfer on the board still. And Cameron Ward out of Incarnate Ward College. Is that the college's name, right? I think. He's a 4-star. And he still has 4 years of eligibility left. Looking to jump from the FCS level to FBS. So that could be fun. Dylan Gabriel going to UCLA. It's a solid pickup. Dylan Gabriel's a beast, man. Jaden Hasselwood to Arkansas. Wow. Jared Verse. That is going to be a solid pickup. Out of Albany. So he's also looking to make the jump from FCS to FBS. Rattler to South Carolina. With Beamer there, we should have seen that one coming, right? Max Johnson to Texas A&M. Crazy. Everyone transferring. Who's going to be LSU's starting quarterback now? I'll have to look into that. Marcus Banks transferring to Mississippi State. There's so many transfers, man. So many. I'd like to see where Taj Harris goes from Syracuse. He's a pretty good wide receiver. 4-star. I know Zach Calzada actually transferred from Texas A&M as well. Max Johnson is a pretty good quarterback, though, from LSU. Zach Calzada is in the portal. He has not transferred yet. Okay. Bo Nix to Oregon. That was crazy. Keaton Slovis to Pitt. So he's going to be stepping in there for Kenny Pickett, looking to have a big year. I'm excited. I'm actually going to be going to the West Virginia Pitt game, first game of 2022. The Backyard Brawl is back, and I'm going to be going to it. I might make my first ever vlog, depending on how the channel's doing, when I go to that game. So that would be fun. I'll get to see Keaton Slovis probably as Pitt's starter. See if my boys can hang in there with him. It's going to be a road game for us. Casey Thompson transferring out of Texas. No surprise there, considering they got Quinn Ewers. So, crystal ball to TCU. We'll see where he ends up. Who else? No other real good quarterbacks in the portal. It's that one from FCS, and then I guess what's his name? Where'd he go? Oh, Adrian Martinez transferred to Kansas State. But, wasn't it? Casey Thompson still in there. Okay. Yo, what's up, Clara Burney? Vasfa Tech. What is Vasfa Tech? Is that a school? There's two really solid running backs still in the... Actually, no, because Jahmyr Gibbs just transferred to Alabama. That happened just recently in the last couple days because I thought that he was crystal ball to go to Alabama, but he had not committed yet. But now he is committed to Bama, so yikes. That is a huge pickup. That is just crazy. Zach Evans still in the portal, though. A really solid back from TCU. TCU's first ever 5-star recruit, and he's transferring. Probably because they fired Patterson there. A 4-star tight end from Oklahoma transferring to South Carolina, so he's following Spencer Rattler. One to go with his quarterback there. Micah Pittman, wide receiver, transferring from Oregon to Florida State. Is he related to Michael Pittman III? Because if so, he might be a beast with wide receivers. Jared Verse is going to be a stud out of Albany. Whoever picks him up is going to get a stud. Antonio Doyle out of Texas A&M. I need my Mountaineers to start picking up on some of these boys. These linemen. Some good linebackers. 2 linebackers out of Maryland transferring are the 2 top linebackers. Still available. A lot of the corners have already transferred. The top one being Eli Ricks. We all know Eli Ricks. He transferred to Bama as well. Insane. The top corner still available is transferring out of UConn. He's a 3-star though. But UConn's terrible. Might have been one shining star there at UConn. And special teams. Okay, so talk about all the transfers there. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Al Squire? Merry Christmas, everyone. Roll Tide greetings. Yo, what's up, man? Merry Christmas. Hope everyone's having a good Christmas season here. UCF. Let's see if is that game over yet? I think they ended up winning. They were up by 12 with 2 minutes left. So probably won. Oh, there's still a minute and a half left, but they're still up 12. And they have the ball. So UCF beat Florida. Florida is going to have a losing record, 6-7. Pretty crazy. See what Billy Napier does there to help him out a little bit. Yo, Al Squire, did you see that Bama actually just picked up Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back from Georgia Tech? That's a solid pickup. I know you guys, I'm not sure who Alabama's next running back is because I know Robinson is a senior. But that is a solid pickup, Jahmyr Gibbs. And y'all got Eli Ricks. Like, yeah. The transfer portal is proving to be exactly what St. Nick said it would become. He thought it would be a horrible idea and would become a major problem for up-and-coming programs. Yeah. And to add on to that, I mean, the NIL deals, it's great to see the players get money and everything, but it adds another layer into the transfer portal where, you know, schools that are in a big market city are going to have more NIL deals. So, a coach like Lincoln Riley, for example, go into USC from Oklahoma, being that the area is, Los Angeles, that's, Lincoln Riley is going to use that in his recruiting to get guys to come to USC and play in LA, because there's probably a million NIL deals there if USC is having good seasons. And a weak conference as well, a weak Pac-12 conference. So that's like a perfect situation. I have been reading about it today, and he's going to be a beast. Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs is a beast. Jahmyr Gibbs is definitely a beast. Zach Evans still in the portal, which is surprising. I'm interested to see where he's going to go, because he is a beast out of TCU. He didn't get much playing time this year, surprisingly. But when he did, I'm pretty sure he averaged like 7 yards a carry. So I'm interested to see where Zach Evans is going to go. He's a 5-star out of high school. I'm pretty sure that was the best recruit that TCU has ever gotten. But he's transferring now. Gary Patterson got fired, so that is that. I'm pretty sure Zach Evans, along with, there's that one defensive lineman out of Albany who's looking to make the jump from FCS to FBS. Those are probably the 2 best transfers still in the portal. It seemed like a lot of players, especially quarterbacks, are transferring. I mean, Bo Nix went to Oregon. I think he'll do all right there. I know they have Ty Thompson, who's going to be a sophomore quarterback, who is a high recruit that could be good for Oregon, but, it worries me, like, why wasn't he starting over Anthony Brown? But maybe he just wasn't ready as a freshman. And, of course, they got a new head coach in there, which was Georgia's defensive coordinator. So Mario Cristobal went to Miami. And, we will see who wins, Ty Thompson or Bo Nix, in that quarterback battle. Maybe Georgia, being the defensive coordinator is Georgia's defensive coordinator is now Oregon's head coach. He knows Bo Nix from the area, being an SEC team, and wants him out of Oregon over Ty Thompson. Ty Thompson isn't his recruit, it's Mario Cristobal's recruit. The NCAA will need to set up some rules with NIL, because NIL has the potential to become the way the big money programs just get boosters to buy up the big names coming out of high school. Yep, exactly. That's what I'm worried about. Me being a fan of a team that isn't in a big market, Morgantown, West Virginia. I mean, we have a decent population, I guess, but it's a small market team, a very small market team, and there's a ton of small market teams. And I think with the NIL deals going on, they're gonna have to extend the playoffs, because whenever this is happening, and if more already, even before NILs, like the top recruits were all going to the big program names, the big brand names. So this is just going to extend that even more. But you need to give the fans of the teams that are in the small markets and aren't big brand program names, you need to give those fans at least some hope that they have a chance at going to the playoff. And I think an 8 to 12 team playoff does that. Think about this. Boosters could start offering incentives to big-time 8th or 9th graders to lock in the player. Bear Bryant did this with potential great players when he coached. Yeah, Bryant would recruit great players even though he knew they would sit on the bench to prevent these good, great players from playing for other programs. Yeah, I mean, these programs who have all the money in the world to throw at people, it's going to be happening. It's going to be happening for sure. If you got money, you definitely are looking good for the future if you're a big program name, to put it that way. And the transfer portal, I mean, we seen the guy Quinn Ewers, #1 overall recruit, right? Comes out of high school early. I mean, this guy has not played football since his sophomore year of high school. He has not played football since his sophomore year of high school, like in a game. Well, he played a couple snaps at the end of Ohio State game, but what I'm trying to say is he has not played a full season since his sophomore year. He sat out his junior year because of COVID, which understandable, but leaves high school a year early, so he didn't play his senior year. Goes to Ohio State, makes $1 million, and then transfers to Texas. So he goes get some money for being a backup to CJ Stroud instead of playing the senior year of high school, then transferring right to Texas. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, if I had that opportunity to go make $1 million instead of playing my senior year of high school, I'm sure everyone would take that opportunity. But that's just the way college football is going, and college sports in general, but mainly college football. Someone has to step in and fix this. I agree. I mean, I'm all for some NIL deals, but there has to be some rules set in place where these players can get their NIL deals from like businesses, but the programs should not be allowed to pay the players. Like, they shouldn't. Well, I don't know if they are for sure, but you know, there has to be some rules set in place. And even if there are rules in place, it's going to happen. This stuff is going to happen. Programs are still going to pay players under the table. I mean, it's been happening even before NIL deals. So if they set those rules in place where they can get the deals without the programs giving them any money, then that should be a rule set in place. But even with the rule set in place, it's going to happen under the table. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Like, it sucks, but it's going to happen. Don't blame them either. Most of these players will never see this type of money in their lifetimes. Yeah. Yo, Noreen Strickland, what's up? Vastech. Why are people commenting Vastech on my video? That's the second person that I've never seen before that's put that, so not sure what that means. No idea. I think the NCAA has some allowance for the players. I thought it would be like $300 a month or something stupid like that as late as 2020. Yeah, I mean, my thing is, like, it's great that they can get some NIL deals, like, but it just also bothers me because most of these players, I mean, all the top players, but most of the college football players, if you're playing D1 or anywhere, you're getting a full scholarship ride as well, you know, like to college. And that is a lot of money. You know, college is expensive. And yeah, I mean, along with the NIL deals, they're making out good. They're making out good. It just sucks that programs are going to be paying teams or paying players straight up under the table. It just really sucks that that's going to happen, because I know a couple of schools. I'm pretty sure BYU is one of them. Of all schools, BYU, the Catholic school, is under investigation for paying players under the table. So it's just ridiculous. I mean, there's going to be a million investigations every season, I feel like. But I don't think any of them are going to amount to anything, because I don't see how they're going to have any proof of it, to be honest. It's going to be ridiculous. And I guess that we're just gonna have to hope that whoever your favorite team is gonna be able to get on board with that and get a good team, because that's the direction college football is heading. Caroline Stevens, Vark Tech. I have no idea what that means. It's just spam. A couple bots in here or something. I believe I just read that Bryce Young has an excess of 1.3 mil in NIL deals right now. BYU is busted for cheating. Are you kidding? No, I'm not kidding. I heard that somewhere. I have not looked into it though. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're under investigation right now. I have to look into that. There has to be a punchline in there somewhere for real. But damn, 1.3 million, and like I already talked about, Quinn Ewers already made $1 million at Ohio State and then dipped. So yeah, these NIL deals are doing their works. I mean, if Quinn Ewers is making $1 million, not even a starter, CJ Stroud probably has $1 million. It's crazy. Let me look into that real quick. BYU recruiting. Investigation. Here it is. NCAA reportedly investigating possible NIL violations at BYU and Miami University. So Miami as well. What did they do? Yeah, and this was as far as December 11th, this article came out. So 12 days ago, this article came out that BYU and Miami are under investigation for possible NIL violations, whatever that means. Maybe BYU was pulling what some Bama players pulled in 2007, Saban's first year at Bama. Miami, I can easily see problems with anything. Miami, you know, yeah, if there's a problem going on, Miami's probably involved. Bama players sold their free textbooks they received on scholarship. Wow. Yeah. I know Spencer Rattler was busted last season. This was before the NIL rule was in place, but he was selling autographs, I guess. BYU players selling the Book of Mormon. Yeah. The Mormon school is under investigation. Yeah, I mean, if BYU is capable of doing it, then I guess we can just assume that all these schools are, right? It looks like they're not going to end up finding anything, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't think that the boosters are really worried about this investigation from what it looks like. Not worried one bit. Looking at the upcoming bowl schedule, I mean, Hawaii versus Memphis. Why is Hawaii playing in the Hawaii Bowl? Like, so stupid. That game is tomorrow. That's the only game on tomorrow? Damn. I was hoping there'd be a couple on Christmas Eve. Georgia State, Ball State on Christmas. Then there's none on Sunday. I fully understand all these things now popping up with all these big programs from Tennessee to Miami, Florida State, and now BYU, LSU, Auburn, Florida. Yeah. I think, what happened at Tennessee and Florida State? LSU, what happened with those schools? Same thing? Because I feel like it's probably going to be happening a lot. And the boosters, coaches, I mean, none of them are going to care. I don't think the NCAA has enough power to really do anything about it. I mean, this is just how it's going to be now. So I feel like they either need to do something about it, or if they're not going to do anything about it starting like this next year with implementing any new rules this off season, then they just need to get away from the investigations as a whole, which unfortunately means that there's going to be a ton of under the table deals. The list is endless. Bama, before Saban arrived, could not stay out of the spotlight because the desperate boosters and program insiders were so desperate to get back to the glory days. Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of boosters at programs doing that. I mean, you look at how many, let's say, big brand programs there are right now that aren't doing too good. I mean, one under investigation right now, Miami, their boosters are probably going crazy. You know, they fired Manny Diaz this year and hired Cristobal, trying to get something in there, and they're under investigation right now. They're probably wanting to get back into those 2000 days where they were winning championships. Tennessee, another one, wanting to get back to winning days. Texas, of course. USC, they just hired Lincoln Riley. It goes on. There's a ton. Florida State, you mentioned as well. Another team. Yeah, I mean, same thing. Tennessee had a Tutor-gate, pay-to-play recruiting violations involving McDonald's bags full of cash. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. And this is going to happen. It's the sad truth, but it's going to happen. I just hope that as far as, like, the games, that, like, as far as season play, I just hope that college football stays the same. It's still competitive. It's still crazy. It's still, like, you don't know what's going to happen. Upsets. You know, I just hope that college football still feels like college football and doesn't feel like the NFL, you know, because I also think that fans, now that players are making money, are going to be a little bit more harder on the players, because you look at this year with Oklahoma, you know, Spencer Rattler's kind of supposed to be the Heisman favorite at the beginning of the year. Goes out, he's not playing too well. Fans are chanting, "We want Caleb Williams. We want Caleb Williams." You know, they're talking trash. They're angry at Spencer Rattler, because he's no longer, you know, just a kid. Well, he's still a kid, but he's no longer just, you know, a kid trying his hardest to win for the program, which he still is that, but he's now a kid doing that and making $1 million, you know, doing it. So it kind of like makes it to where, from a fan's perspective, you're like, oh, he's making $1 million and he's playing like this for us. Gives you, you know, more reason to boo him, I guess, like, and not support him as much, not support the players as much, which I don't know. I don't really like it, that way of things, but the money is so big now. College football has become an arms race of the highest order. Big money makes demands, and if they don't get met, heads have to roll. So there is a huge incentives to do whatever it takes. Yeah. I do not want to see college football turn into anything like the NFL. And yeah, it's just tough to see. I just hope, like, as far as the games and college football, like during the season this year, nobody was really talking about the NIL deals, like, extremely, like, not that much, because college football still felt the same this year. But we're going to see how it is next year, and in 2023, and in 2024, so on, because this is, I mean, the most people we've ever seen in the transfer portal. This is going to be the first year where recruiting happens with NIL deals. So those are two huge things. So we're going to see very, very soon how college football is going to change. And hopefully, as far as the games and stuff, like, they stay the same. I agree 100%. I see college football as the heart of the country. College football allows each state region to show their pride and determination. College football, to me, has always been a family type event, if that makes sense. Yeah, it makes total sense, man. I mean, a WVU fan, you know, I live 10 minutes from the college my whole life. So growing up, my entire family, you know, cookouts, tailgating every Saturday, you know, family coming over, not just like my close family, you know, cousins, uncles, aunts, everyone coming over and watching the game, you know. Everyone here is WVU fans. You know, we don't have a pro team in the entire state, and neither does Alabama. So yeah, I 100% agree. College football, you know, I don't want it to turn into where it's all about the money. You know, I'm happy these kids or these dudes who are making money from sponsors, but I don't want it to be all about that. You know, I like, you know, these students, like, you know, they're just kids going out there and leaving it all out on the line. You know, most of these kids are not gonna get a chance to play football after college, so they They go out there and play, and I love that about college football. I love it, man. I don't want it to change. We almost had Rich Rod. I can remember watching it on TV. Oh, we almost had Rich Rod. Yeah, I mean, Rich Rod. That was the good days, man. I was young. 2007 was supposed to be our year for sure, and then we lost to our biggest rival. Yo, what's up, Opals? What's up, Christian? Bama fans all say the same thing though now. What do you mean you almost had Rich Rod? I was young whenever we had it, like whenever Pat White was there and stuff. Did you almost have him as a coach instead of Saban? Because Rich Rod went to Michigan. I know that. Or thank God for Rita. She hated Tuscaloosa. And Rich Rod said no. Oh, you almost had him as a coach. Okay. After Rich Rod said no, Bama shifted to Saban and stayed in Miami for a month. Yes. That was a huge dodge bullet by you guys, man. I wish Rich Rod wouldn't have left WVU. I mean, he had great success here. But, you know, he went on to Michigan and did not do good. So, and then he went on to Arizona and then did even worse. Rich Rod said he was accepting the head coach position. Oh, well, hey, thank God for you guys. I mean, I'm sure Rich Rod probably... no, I don't know. He might have had a little bit better success at Alabama than Michigan, but he wouldn't have had nearly the success as Saban. I mean, Saban, greatest college football coach of all time, maybe the greatest football coach in general of all time, so definitely had the right decision there. Do you know that Rich Rod finally got to realize his dreams of coaching in Alabama? Wait, what? Do you know that Rich Rod finally got to realize his dreams of coaching in Alabama? Then Rita killed it and insulted Tuscaloosa at the same time. So he accepted it, and then Rita came out and said that and did not want to go to Alabama, so it fell through because of her. That's crazy. So they went to Michigan instead. I mean, why was... I don't get it. I mean, what's so much better about Ann Arbor than Tuscaloosa? I don't know. Rich Rod is the new head coach at Jacksonville State. And oh, wow. I did not know that, actually. I did not know where. I knew he went somewhere in a small program after that mess at Arizona, but I wasn't sure where, so. Wow, yeah. And now she's in Jacksonville instead of Tuscaloosa, so. Yeah, I'm hoping that WVU's coach now, Neil Brown, can turn things around. I think starting next year, we're looking in the right direction. We have a 4-star quarterback coming in, but we'll see, man. We had a really good recruiting year. Just named like a couple of months ago. That's probably why I didn't hear about it. I must have missed that one. A lot of WVU fans surprisingly want Rich Rod to come back. I really don't. But we'll see. Maybe if he gets going with Jacksonville State, then I mean, If Neil Brown doesn't do good here, who knows? I believe they beat Florida. Yeah, they did beat Florida this year on a Hail Mary. It was crazy. Hail Mary at the end. Beat Florida. And now Florida lost to UCF today, too. Tough. I think Billy Napier is a good hire, though. He had something built good there at the Raging Cajuns. Wow, apparently, I'm looking at it now, at the end of the game, there is a little bit of a fight going on at the middle of the field between Florida and Central Florida. I'm about to check this out. So this one guy... Oh, I see it now. So they're tugging on each other. Maybe a punch or two thrown, but mostly just tugging on each other. Nothing serious, though. Oh, yeah, beat Florida State. Yeah, it was Florida State, not Florida. And I think last second field goal, you might be right, but I think it was on a Hail Mary, actually. Yeah, I think it was on a Hail Mary where Jacksonville State actually won that game. Because it was early in the season. It was right after... Because Florida State lost to Notre Dame, first game of the year. And then they lost again. I think it was the third game of the year. They lost to Jacksonville State on a Hail Mary. The Jacksonville... No, it wasn't Jacksonville State that went to the FCS playoffs this year. It was Jackson State, Deion Sanders' team. And they just pulled in the number 1 overall recruit. I mean, how about that? Talk about, it's not all about NIL deals. I'm sure he got a big NIL consolation for going to Jackson State, but a lot of it probably has to do with, he's a corner. He wants to learn from the best corner ever in Deion Sanders, so I think that also had a lot to do with it too. The bowl game where 3rd and 5 actually means third violation and 5 years to serve now. Wait, what? The bowl game where 3rd and 5 actually means third violation and 5 years to serve now. I'm confused a little bit. But are you talking about the UCF Florida game? The Gasparilla Bowl. Is there a lot of players on those teams that are got into some trouble? I didn't know that. I mean, UCF, Gus having a great year coaching UCF. I mean, 9-4. And Dylan Gabriel did not play most of the year. That's pretty impressive. The Florida UCF. Okay. The Gasparilla Bowl. That's funny. I did not know that a lot of those players were in some trouble. But it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, but Gus having a good year with UCF. A lot from Southern Florida on all the big Florida school teams. Yeah. Definitely can get in some Florida. That's for sure. I also seen Ohio State's one of their backup quarterbacks. I forget his name. because, he's not really relevant. But he got a DUI while being at Ohio State, and he actually transferred to Florida. So, yeah, that would be good for him. I mean, probably get a couple more DUIs, right? Going from Columbus to Florida. South Florida is divided by gang areas, and one thing they love to do is fight each other all the time. Yeah. Florida is definitely a wild place. I once read that certain gangs would only allow good players to attend certain schools so they wouldn't mix gang members who made the teams. Wow. That's crazy that they had to do that. Just to stop them from fighting all the time. Why is the sound on? Just scared me. ESPN just starting videos on me. Yeah, not sure how long I'm gonna stay up on the stream. We're almost an hour in. Probably stay a little bit longer, but yeah, we're gonna start getting back into weekly streams again. The reason I haven't been streaming every Thursday is because I actually coach a 6th grade basketball team, and we have practice Thursday nights. So I've been doing that, and we're probably going to have to move the weekly stream to either Wednesday nights or Friday nights. I'm probably going to put a poll on the channel sometime this week, and we'll start streaming either Wednesday or Friday nights because I have practice. I have to coach practice Thursdays. Have you ever read about Nevin Shapiro and the Miami Hurricanes? I have not. But I think I've heard something about that before. Nevin Shapiro was on the CNBC series Greed. I have not seen that. But I might have to look into that because I think I've heard something about that before, but I have not read about it. So that should be interesting. Let me look it up real quick. A convicted felon who is currently imprisoned for orchestrating a $930 million Ponzi scheme, according to interviews he engaged in rampant violations of NCAA rules over 8 years as a booster for the University of Miami athletes. Shapiro is allegedly provided football players cash, goods, prostitutes, assorted favors, and purchased a yacht on which sex parties and prostitutes were held. Wow. That is a lot. That was a lot. Wow. Yeah. Can say that booster might have took that a little bit too far. 930 million. Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme is a form of fraud that lures investors and pays profits to earlier investors with funds from more recent investors. The scheme leads victims to believe that profits are coming from legitimate business activity, and they remain unaware that other investors are the source of the funds. Man was really doing something there. All for the U. Wait, Nevin was huge and was part of the reason Miami won the national championship in the early 2000s. Wow. Yeah, I mean, he was doing a lot for those recruiters there. I mean, buying them yachts for sex parties, prostitute. Oh my God. Giving them a ton of money. Yeah. I hope with the NIL deals that it kind of like takes away that stuff, instead of like makes it happen more. And if you see him, you won't believe how short he is. He's like 5'6". Oh my. Little man is doing a lot there. Says my stream is causing buffering. Are you getting any buffering watching the stream? Not sure why. I believe Nevin put the deal to get LeBron to the Heat. Really? So he was in with all the Miami teams then, huh? Getting stuff done there under the table. Crazy. Man was living for those Miami teams then. I think I'm going to wrap up the stream. I went ahead and hit an hour. But it was fun. I'm going to start doing this every week again. Like I said, either Wednesdays or Friday nights. We'll figure out. I'll put up a poll here soon. Thank you, Al Squire, for coming in and hanging out. I hope you have a great Christmas, man. Hopefully next stream we can get some more people in here, and we'll stream a little bit longer than an hour. We'll probably stream a couple hours if we can get some more people in here next week. Google him in the Heat game right on the court. Wait, Google him at the Heat game right on the court. There are pictures of the Heat in a huddle during a timeout, and Nevin in the freaking huddle with the team. Wow. So he was just like a part of the team, pretty much. He said, I got these players here. I'm going to be part of this team. You search up a picture of him. Wow, he is short, huh? I looked up a picture of him right now. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this stream. One more time, thank you, Al Squire, for coming and hanging out. Hopefully we can get some more people in here next week, and I hope you guys have a great Christmas. If you're watching this as a video after it's posted, Merry Christmas. Have a great one, guys. I'll see you guys next week. I'll have some videos out. Probably going to have my weekly college basketball power rankings out on Monday. And probably some against the spread bet picks out on Sunday, the day after Christmas. So be on the lookout for those this week. And we're going to have some reactions for college basketball too, but college football bowl games, reaction to the playoffs, all coming out soon. So hope you have a great Christmas and a safe one. One day I can show you my pics of myself and my young son in Saban's office on his balcony. Oh, yo, that's dope. You were on his balcony. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I hope you and your whole family, man, have a great Christmas. That's going to do it for this stream. I'll see you guys. If you guys are watching this as a video after it's posted, subscribe. We're getting close to 1,000. We've been growing a lot, so help your boy out. And yeah, see you guys. Thanks for tuning in.